Okay, so you know how sometimes you just feel lost? Like you're going through life, but you don't know what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
It's like staring in the mirror and thinking, what's my purpose? I think we've all felt that way at some point,
Oh, definitely.
and that's why I'm so excited for this deep dive. We're going to be talking about Purpose Revealed,
Oh, yeah.
which is all about finding your God-given calling. It's by Crystal Terry.
I think a lot of people can relate to that feeling of being lost, not knowing what they should be doing.
Right.
And what's really cool about Crystal's book is that she doesn't act like she has all the answers. It's more like she's on the journey with us, figuring things out as she goes along.
Yeah, it's like she's a friend who's also trying to figure things out. So
Yeah.
it makes her writing feel really authentic.
Definitely.
But I'm curious about what makes this ebook different from all the other books out there about finding your purpose.
Well, one thing that really stood out to me was how practical it is. Crystal gives us all these tools and exercises we can actually use. Like there's this thing called the Joy Journal.
The Joy Journal. Okay. I'm already interested.
Yeah. It's a fun way to kind of uncover clues about your purpose.
But before we get into all the specifics, I think it's important to define what we actually mean by purpose.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it feels like this big, mysterious thing that's really hard to understand.
Right.
So, like, what is it really?
Yeah, you can easily start to think that your purpose is this preset plan, that it's like set in stone. But Crystal actually challenges that idea in her book.
Okay, so if our purpose isn't some big plan that's already been made, then what is it?
Well, she says it's more about aligning yourself with God's will for your life.
Okay.
It's about living in a way that honors your unique gifts and talents and using them to help others.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that it's not some fixed destination. It's a process that keeps evolving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That actually makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
But I'm still wondering, how do we actually start to find those clues that lead to our purpose?
Well, that's where Crystal's practical approach really comes in.
Right.
She has all these tools and exercises that can help us, on our journey of self-discovery.
Okay.
And like we mentioned before, one of the most interesting ones is the Joy Journal.
Yes. Tell me more about this Joy Journal.
Okay, so imagine you have this special journal where you write down all the things that make you happy.
Okay.
It could be anything like a good meal or a meaningful conversation, or maybe even just a beautiful sunset, anything that brings you joy.
It sounds so simple, but I can see how it could be really powerful.
Yeah, it's about really paying attention to those moments, those activities, those experiences that make you feel truly alive. And as you write them down, you might start to see some patterns emerging.
Okay.
Maybe you realize that you always feel happy when you're helping others.
Yeah.
Or maybe you love expressing yourself creatively or connecting with nature.
Right.
It's all about noticing those patterns.
So it's like those moments of joy are little breadcrumbs leading us towards a better understanding of ourselves and our purpose.
Exactly.
I like that.
And the Joy Journal is just one of the many tools that Crystal provides in the ebook.
Okay.
She also talks about identifying your God-given gifts, recognizing patterns in your past experiences, and really paying attention to what topics you're passionate about. It's about putting all those pieces together to get a clearer picture of who you are and what you're meant to do in the world.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of a fun and playful way to approach this whole idea of finding your purpose.
Right. It doesn't have to be this scary, overwhelming thing.
Exactly.
I'm really starting to see the value in Crystal's approach.
And what's great is that you don't need to be some kind of expert to get something out of this ebook.
Yeah.
It's written in a way that's easy to understand and relate to. You can easily apply it to your own life.
That's so important because sometimes these topics can feel really intimidating.
Oh, for sure.
But it sounds like Crystal does a great job of breaking it down into smaller pieces and making it feel achievable.
Yeah, she really does.
So it's not about becoming some kind of guru or anything like that.
Right.
It's about simple, practical steps.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the best things about this ebook. The idea that finding your purpose doesn't have to be this daunting, mysterious quest. It can be a fun, engaging, and even joyful journey of self-discovery.
I like that a lot.